Michael Orlowski then, finally, your European Championship in the touring car class.
Yeah, managed to take this one. I had pretty much 2 tries to be honest. That was my 3rd try at it because in the past we're not really competitive in touring cars. So in 2023 I was on the podium, and then last year I had the unfortunate finals, and this year it happened finally.
Yeah, and obviously the first final didn't go fantastically well for you either. So what were you thinking after that one?
Yeah, we're struggling. Maybe it was too much to say, but trying to find pace for the whole weekend. And we've been changing the car all over the place, and we made a huge change for Q5 yesterday, but that finished on the first corner. So I couldn't really try the car, and then so we tried it in practice today in the morning. It wasn't very good. Made a small adjustment for A1, and it just didn't work out. So, but luckily Bruno had a bad run as well. So with Mark taking the win, it wasn't as bad as it was because I still got a 3. Bruno had a 4, so Bruno needed 2 good runs, and then after A1 I completely changed my car. Didn't talk to anyone for maybe probably 2 hours and just kept wrenching on it. And
So did you go back more towards what you had earlier in the week, or was this moving away again?
It was basically my warm-up setup because at the warm-up I felt very competitive, and the conditions during the warm-up were like today, so it was quite sunny and warmer, where Friday and Saturday was really cold, where we really struggle in conditions like that. So I decided after A1 I'm just gonna put everything like the warm-up and do one small change, which Mattia kept telling me about throughout the weekend to try. And that's what I did. And basically in A2, the conditions were really strange. I don't know what happened with the track, but people were spinning out everywhere. But for some reason, my car had a really good grip. I was really worried about because Bruno spun out in the chicane and guys were spinning out at the back. So I was just trying to keep it going. But I felt the car is really good, so I just left it exactly the same. And today in the morning, I woke up and I said to Andy that if Mohammed cannot come to the mountain, then the mountain will come to the Mohammed, and the mountain was the sun today, because we needed the sun for our car to work, and that's exactly what happened.
Okay, well, once again, congratulations on the title.
Thank you very much.
So Mark Reinhard, 2nd overall in that one. Bit of a weird one in that last leg, because like one of the best results for Michael was Bruno running away in front, and that's what happened.
I good start. I tried to, because I always put the car right on the grid, because I knew the car works best when you don't do a warm-up lap. And I could see in final practice that I was already next to Michael, so I wanted to do it in all finals, but especially for A3, I think you could see my start was pretty good. I was next to him, but I didn't want to risk too much because I had just a P5 in A2. And then I see that Michael he backed off a bit when Bruno was in the lead in the first 2 laps, and I was right there. And at one point, my car just started to push more and more, and I couldn't follow them.
So in that first leg of the final, Ronald was just saying felt like he was edging towards you. Was that you managing the pace, or was that genuinely all you had?
No, I think I had a pretty big gap, but I had one really rough lap, like coming onto the straight. I almost drive in the blue barrier. It was super dusty, and I lost a second there, and then had another one like this, and then they all catch up a bit. But it was under control. I was not. To catch up and to overtake is 2 different stories. So, no, I knew if I just keep it on 4 wheels, it's going to be my A1 win, and that's what I hope for.
So in that final leg then, obviously you saw sort of what was going on. Were you fairly sure then at that point you couldn't do anything about Michael when Bruno was that far in front?
I wanted to stay with Michael. I think when Bruno had a small mistake, I also gained a bit to Michael. But at one point he just pulled away, and I didn't drive well. And then I see Ronald coming, so I also had to look back, because if he would have overtaken me, I would have been P4 overall. So I had to stay with P2, which is still a good result for us. And I think A2 also messed up a lot with this dirt condition track, whatever it was. And if I would have had a P2 and A2, would have been a different story of going into A3.
And I guess happy for your friend Michael as well, taking his first title in this class.
I'm always happy for him, but it's also nice to beat this guy, you know. I mean, I was really happy when he won after the run, and he deserves it. I mean, he's a man to beat, and we are good friends, and it's always nice to share the podium with him, but time needs to come to beat this guy again.
Yeah, well, one position different, but got to hand your title over, but back to have another go at it next year.
Yeah, definitely, and then old school Ronald as well. So yeah, I think Bruno got a bit unlucky. I don't know what happened in A2. Something broke on his car, I guess. But he shows his pace is still there, even with a new team. But yeah, it's good to see like Ronald and myself in this age still fighting with a younger generation.
Absolutely. Well done, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Ronald Volker, third overall then in modified. You kind of, well, you went into that final leg with the chance of winning it, but looked like you kind of just a little step back on pace over the weekend from probably Bruno and Michael, yes. So many names going on, but yes, slightly back on pace. You and Mark both had sort of pretty similar pace. Is that how it felt?
Exactly. I mean, it's not much. I was not much slower than Michael or Bruno. At least not that much slower than Michael. But I made, in hindsight, a mistake with the tire strategy. Normally in that position where I was, you try to undercut and not go on the same time as them. But I went almost all the time on the same tires as them, and was off by a couple of tenths or a second or two. So then I was clear that I just have to save P4 on the grid. Because my goal was just to go a bit higher on the starting position. But anyway, I'm happy with the podium because starting from P4, it's hard to expect something for the podium. But I had 3 good finals, despite the issues in A2 with the changing track condition, and I had very good pace overall the whole weekend, and then I can't be unhappy.
No, I mean, you closed down Mark in that first leg. He had like a couple of seconds gap, and you closed him down pretty quickly at the end.
Yeah, I mean, Bruno was directly behind me and Michael, and I was not sure if I can actually hold them off or be under pressure from them, but they didn't put so much pressure, and I was actually able to pull away, or at least not get into any pressure, while Mark had 1 or 2 small mistakes, and then I was closing in. So that at least showed I was right there. And again, with the P3, I will definitely take it, and it was amazing also the work from Robert Peach, and yeah, it felt great actually.
So good progress, and of course it's your first year with the new car.
Yeah, I mean we got it straight for the Worlds, and already there I went into the last final with a chance for winning Worlds without actually knowing more of the car. But now over the next 7-8 months, it's just the car shows, our package shows that we are right there. And also for all the drivers and customers, it's going very good. And that's definitely something positive throughout the summer, as I struggled more personally last summer with the previous version.
Okay, well, again, well done. And yeah, good luck next time.
Thank you very much.